Hi, welcome to the Obachanchatter. I'm here today to talk about all the things in these streets, in these YouTube streets. So this review is dated for 6/16/2024. All the things. Let's start. Okay, what's going on in the news? Okay, we know my news is gonna be a little late because I was a little bit sick last week, but I'm still. And some of my people just want to hear me say it, even though I know you heard everybody else say it. Okay, half the country is a fucking mess, and it's a mess because of the weather. Florida probably rain. Oh God, Miami, Tampa. One of my doctors that I talked to over the phone, they in Florida, and she said her whole house. I mean, that shit just tore up down there. So now we're expecting a serious heat wave. I'm hearing, I think Phoenix, Arizona, in 3 weeks. For 3 weeks, they've had double digit that the ground and shit is so dry there. So y'all be careful with the summer weather because y'all know how it go. But the weather has not been summer weather to me because I'm in Tennessee, and the last like usually around May we start getting like the beginning of May we start getting our real hot weather. It has stayed mild here up until like last week, which is really rare. But it's supposed to start getting hot. So let's get to some YouTube. Okay, so Donald Trump got convicted of all 34. He got convicted of all 34 his charges, and this motherfucker still running for president. Make it make sense. He a felon, so he had to turn his gun in. So can't have no gun. You're a felon, and you're a felon. You can't vote, right? But you can fucking run for president. So anyway, he's still running. The war's still going on overseas. That's terrible. And they really and I don't do the religion thing except for mom spiritual. But for the last few times I have listened to this news over here, Israel been hitting shit I don't think it's supposed to hit, like schools, hospitals, refugee camp. Now one or two mishaps, these motherfuckers going like hospitals, like 5 or 6 shits. Somebody need to look into that. If you ain't trying to do a genocide, I'm gonna leave that alone. So off of Love Marriage in Huntsville, Melody Rogers is canceling her MeloCon because it wasn't gonna have BravoCon. She was gonna together a convention for her Mellow meters, but she has canceled the celebration because her Mellow meters and her content creators, and that's some crazy fan based shit going over there. So that's canceled until further notice, I guess. So on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, oh my God, I'm so tired of hearing about this. First, let's do Portia and Simon. This motherfucker. First of all, Simon must be the expert at divorce because he is running rings apparently around Portia. She can't film. She got a new contract with Real Housewives, right? She can't film in the house. There's Simon name on, and she can't film in his car that his name is on. So he doing all types of cease and desist, get my shit back, all kinds of letters. Now, Kendra, I'm in Kenya. Sorry, Kendra. Kenya Moore hair care. Everybody keeps saying she got this hair care salon. I think it's in Georgia. They say ain't nobody never in there doing no hair, no stylist, or none of that shit. But anyway, she had I don't know how many times you can have a grand opening, but this is a reopening. And on this particular time, this new girl that's on Housewives that we haven't met yet, named Brittany Edie, her and Kenya don't get along. So apparently, like 3 weeks ago, maybe a month, they did a taping together. And I don't know, the energy was off, but the girl Brittany apparently said to Kenya, "I got pow pows for bitches like you." So we don't do love hip hop in 48 hours. And what's that other one? Law and Order on Real Housewives of Atlanta. So fast forward to all the shit you see in the paper now about Kenya being fired or indefinitely, or she's suspended until the investigation is over. Apparently, this woman that she don't get along with, when Kenya had her grand reopening, what Kenya did was she had some poster boards or something blown up, and apparently, way before, maybe a decade or two, or maybe longer before this Miss Britt Edie landed on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I think she did escort, OnlyFans. She did something where she was doing shit. So apparently there's pictures of something out there that's floating about her doing fellatio, in her craft. So anyway, at this grand opening, I was so many housewives there, even like past housewives, like Cynthia was there. Candy ain't even on the show no more. She was at the opening. So all these people in here, and Kenya makes this announcement, and as she makes the announcement, she removes the tarp from these posters, or she has other people remove the tarp, and it's Brittany giving fellatio allegedly, not allegedly, this shit is real, to one of her people. This showing her sucking her. So it was I think the person that broke this, I can't say the person that broke the story, but I will say the person, because for a long time anybody know the ins and outs of what that Michelle Brown, she was banned from the event because I don't think her and Kenya get along, but she was outside of the event. And people was like, they don't think Britt Edie was there and this and that. But the Brittany Edie dad was there because Michelle got her on camera. So she kind of confirmed that story was kind of like real. She seen all the people leave and going to the back. She heard people saying that they shouldn't have wasted the outfit. So apparently she must have did the unveiling as soon as she got in there. So anyway, it's a post going around that it's a podcast that Andy said it was a post, a comment that was written something about him in a periodical, and somebody wondered if Carol Resnick wrote it because she's the only person they said that talked shit about Andy. So it got back to Carol, and she was like, "See what I'm saying? He always got some shit on the brain. I ain't even say nothing about this motherfucker. I don't even like him." So my first experience was I was watching TV. I want to share this with y'all, and I noticed that when I see this type of shit, they get ready to make one I could possibly afford. Bentley made a commercial. I ain't never seen a Bentley commercial. Never. And it's a bunch of people in the elevator, and all the keys is B's, and it said, "What's your Bentley? What's your Bentley, or what's your Bentley color, or whatever?" And the people pressing buttons, getting off on different levels, and they're showing you these different models of Bentley. It looked like that's what they did when they did that Mercedes shit. Remember one time Mercedes was just luxury, luxury, luxury. The Mercedes still remained luxury, but it came down and made a line more affordable. Probably around like a $40,000-$50,000 car. So I'm thinking maybe Bentley don't want to go that low, but they it's a little ass Bentley too. So I mean, if you see the commercial, be spiked with it, because I was like, damn, Bentley commercial. So anyway, we got oh, Margaret from the New Jersey Housewives. I told y'all, I think the last sidebar I did with y'all, that she has a commercial where she got her hair in a different bunch of styles for hair color. I can't name that. It's SWAFFFORFF or what's it called? Something. That Spanish lady, tall, stayed on TV for a long time. I can't think of her right now. Sophia something, her, the Spanish lady. She do a commercial for them too for brunette hair color. Um, Nene Leaks is in trouble, y'all. She still owed the same $25,000 that she owed last year when she stopped when she closed down her store. The message that she gave us last year was, I ain't signed that lease. Greg signed the lease. Girl, you know Greg did. Didn't you think that shit was gonna roll over to you? You knew it was. You just stalling, right? But I don't understand. That dude that you fucking with, don't nobody got no money to give you 25. All them niggas that you be fucking with, them Africans and shit, don't none of them niggas got $25,000. What about that watch? Watch that dude gave you that you didn't really like from what season? The season when you and Greg got a divorce. And that white dude gave you that watch. You ain't got that? Was it a Rolex? Take that motherfucking cash and then look like it's worth about 25, at least a good 15. So we all know that Chrisean Rock got locked up. I don't know who got her baby. I think Marsh got her baby. The father, Blueface father, was at the courthouse, wouldn't even take the baby. He's like, I ain't no damn babysitter. The mother with her high heels on and her long smop and shit and her hair all out, she ain't take the baby either. Marsh got the baby, and I think Marsh has children, which is crazy. So I don't know why Chrisean didn't think she got warrants in Oklahoma, I think California, maybe one in I don't know. She got that one from that dude for punching them in the face and shit. For snatching some girl hair out the back of her head at some event. She's been in some trouble. So I don't. So they say her release date is 6/2024. She's supposed to be released by noon. I don't see how the fuck they're gonna do that. Not unless they're gonna let all the other shit go. Cause I heard that if you a fugitive, and she is, but they've been looking for her. They don't give you bond and shit. So how she getting out unless they're gonna release her from the jail that she in? Then send her ass back to follow her on her other shit, but they don't tell her when she gonna see her baby. So they say her sisters and them online scamming and trying to do cash apps and shit to get her money to see a lawyer. But everybody screaming. She always how Chrisean Rock always talking about how much money she got and shit. They was like, well, we got a cash app or anything. She don't need our money. We the ones that's broke. You ain't gotta worry about me keeping my shit. So I do feel bad. I feel for bad for her baby for so many ways. The father. So anyway, now they saying Blueface ain't even the father. It's some other nigga that she was fucking with, but I believe it's Blueface. So anyway, his Blueface mother, I don't know what her name is, but she's trying to come online. Like she's so concerned. I wish Marsh would have called me to let me know everything is alright. I heard she was in the club last night. I hope that's not true. Why, bitch? Why you hope it ain't true? You ain't got the baby. Why you keep what Marsh doing? And why you ain't called Marsh? I got three, I could say four grandkids. I got three grandkids and I got three children. Bitch, ain't no phone call. Nobody keep me from them. If I want to know what the fuck they doing, I'm moving first. So she don't really care. So now we got this big thing because on Foxhole, what's Foxhole, which is a channel I rarely watch. I'm not that fond of Al Reynolds. I used to like Amon. He alright. I don't know. I turned the TV off. I don't think about these motherfuckers again. And I wasn't that crazy about Claudia Jordan, but I guess they are all right. So anyway, Al Reynolds' birthday. And on their birthdays on Foxhole, I guess they do roast. First time I ever heard them. Wiggins had his last week, and Al delivered it, and I don't think it was nowhere near this shit. This roast that that Wiggins gave Reynolds, it was mean. It was mean spirited. And I think he ain't been there 90 days. If he been there 90 days, he was referring in the roast to a lot of behind the scenes shit, a lot of shit he shouldn't know. Cause from what I think I know, is on none of them taped together. That they all in their own shit, and they get on Zoom or whatever the fuck they stream live to do the episode, right? So he was, I mean, Amon, if you haven't seen this treacherous. As a matter of fact, when I went back on the internet today to look for it, they said that fucking Fox removed it. They took the whole shit off. Cause Al was getting it, he was getting it from the new Nell about him being bisexual, and if he told Star Jones, who you know he was married to, and he said he told every woman he was messing with how what he's engaged in, and Nell said, "So you did tell her, right?" So he just added another Nell got in his ass. Then you had Wiggins doing that, and Wiggins had written it down. So this is what the T is. The T is being said that it was Claudia that wrote that shit down and was gonna see if Amon had enough balls to tell it, and he did. And it was some cruel shit. It wasn't nice at all. And you could just see Al's face just changing as the roast goes on and on. It went from him smiling like this to, and so he was a good sport about it while he was taping his show. But after the show was over, he disappeared went in somewhere, and he called Funky Dineva. Funky Dineva was answered the phone, but he was on live. And Al picked him. He picked up the phone. He said, "You got to hear this shit. You got to go watch TGIF Friday." And he was like, and I think Funky was like, "But I'm live." He was like, "I don't give a fuck." And then he was like, "I guess Al must have been watching Funky on TV because when Funky held the phone up to the screen, Al said, "Oh, you live? Let me get off this thing." So then, when Al got off the phone with Diva with Funky, he is had it fucked up because she like, I mean, do I finish it live or do we get off this motherfucker and go to Foxhole and see what the fuck Al called me about? So anyway, I don't know how far that went because I stopped watching, but apparently, Funky went and watched it, and as Funky was watching, Tasha K also watched the review, and she didn't like it. She said she think that all that shit came from Claudia because Claudia started a lot of shit and how Claudia's sensitive and how Claudia had a conversation about their salaries and this and that. So then Funky come on and said, yeah, he talked to Tasha, but Tasha don't know nothing about what he get paid or his contract. He said I talked to her about some shit. He denied what wasn't real came out of Tasha's mouth, and he confirmed what was. Now, the conversation that she had with Claudia, then Claudia go online earlier in the morning because Tasha K made sure she got up and with receipts before she flew to Philly for her show or something. I don't know what the fuck. But anyway, she was like, I do talk to Claudia. Me and Claudia ain't that close. You know, we have our differences of opinion when it comes to commentating, but you know, we cool. And she said when they was talking about hiring Amar, and she thought Amar was gonna be good for the show. That blah 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 blah. This, so she, you know, it's a whole bunch of back and forth. But here go the thing: ain't nobody said nothing about poor Al. We ain't even seen him. And then when Al did come on the show yesterday, he posted on YouTube that the show was canceled for the day because they had to deal with some back issues. So I don't know. It was a lot of shit. They said I'll go behind your back. That road said I'll go behind your back and try to get you fired. And if you talk about shit he don't like for you to talk about, that he'll get you fired. And that he talks shit about everybody, but he'll talk shit about you, but you think y'all best friends, but he'll go talk about you to another co-worker, and then can't nobody talk to him about his his marriage with Star Jones, and that he takes terrible notes, and there's a couple words that he don't pronounce good, like success. There was a couple other shits that he didn't do good. But we're gonna leave that alone. We're gonna jump to the movies. Will Smith, Bad Boys, did 104 point something in the box office on this release. I'm probably gonna watch and do a commentary on it too. It just ain't on my movie thing yet. But Rob Snyder talked shit about Will Smith on YouTube. Apparently they were trying to cancel Will. A lot of people was, but a bunch of black actors and like Whoopi Goldberg and Sidney Poitier and who else was it supposed to be? They didn't say Oprah because you know she in the hospital. Or she got stone stomach. What's stone stomach? When you take that Ozempic shit because your food digests in your stomach so slow, the digestion is so slow, it starts to cause your stomach to get hard. So that's probably what she got. She lost a whole bunch of fucking weight, so she probably got stone stomach. But it don't matter if you really want to know what's going on with Oprah. All the fuck you got to do is just, oh my gosh, all you got to do if you want to know what's going on with Oprah is get on YouTube. I'm sorry, I'm trying to. One of my prescribers said they can't hear me when I record, so I'm trying to make sure I'm plug this mic in for this one. So anyway, Rob Snyder dogging out Will. Apparently, the white Hollywood was trying to get rid of Will, but a bunch of black elite Denzel. Did they say Cindy Portier? I thought he was dead. Well, Denzel, what's that man name to do the music? Uh, Not Barry Gordy. Quincy Jones. Whoopi Goldberg. Keep saying that. Maybe Taraji. I don't know. A bunch of black people. Ain't there fucking many of them that's famous in Hollywood that got the kind of credential. They rallied with him, and then since this movie came back with 104, they think he still may have some life, some longevity since the slapping. You hearing him getting his assistant say he caught him getting screwed by Tisha. Campbell, ex-husband, we'll just, and then Jada playing him and shit. He just looking like a clown out here, but he done got his credit. All you gotta do is make Hollywood some money. Now, see what I'm gonna be able to tell you is exactly how much money he made, because when I do my movie reviews, I always go back to see how much the budget was convert versus what they made. And I need to go on here and say something real quick. Sidebar: I heard somebody say that because Jennifer Lopez Atlas was like listed on Netflix as number one, number two. That shit is garbage, and that's Netflix. And her movie ain't good because her movie was supposed to be released in the movies, I think. So let's get off of her. Y'all know Jaguar Wright got locked up, and everybody trying to see, she got mental issues, I think, and everybody, she got locked up. She trying to say Diddy had something to do with it. Diddy ran the U-Haul. That's some shit she stole last year and never turned back in. Jack Barber just be making up shit. I believe maybe now, because she been on TV for too long, doing this shit on YouTube, making money. I believe now maybe 7% of what she say is true. She be mixing her shit in. So we all know too that Jeannie Meyer got her divorce from GZ. But I'm gonna tell you, Jeannie Meyer's white ex-husband said that bitch is manipulating, and she set that motherfucker up. He said, "I know, cause she did to me." And then everybody coming out now that she got Jeannie Meyer got her divorce. We don't know what she got or nothing, cause they got like gag orders and shit. You just know she got her divorce, and I think she got something from him. She had to, because if you experience with GZ and you one of his mamas, I think one of his baby mamas or a couple of them had taken him to court. He don't want to do shit like get them cars to take the baby back and forth to school. I mean, you don't have to, but you got it. You want your kid in the rain catching the bus. He ain't wanna, he ain't want to pay child support. So I seen her smiling, but I have seen her play up this to the divorce. And I'm a divorcee. I see how they do. She was on her show like, if I would have known the man that I married, I would have never married him. Whatever. What else we know? Diddy's still in trouble, dragging everybody down with him. And Kate, the one over there in England, she finally made an appearance for some kind of shit. And she looked fine if that's her. I mean, I believe it's her. And I don't even know if it was her on the appearance, to tell you the truth, but she supposed to be making an appearance out for everybody to see her. Okay, what else do we got? Oh God, I gotta talk about this too, and it's old. Cause I ain't heard nothing else about it, so they must not let her do it again. Y'all know that Lion King shit. They had West singing that, and y'all know that girl. All these kids out here. Hell, my grandson, he could sing Lion King song. I can't wait to be king better than her. She was terrible. Her costume didn't go with everybody's. Although I heard the coat, that yellow chicken coat she was wearing, was like $8,000 from some designer. But she was how them kids can stand her on that stage? I'd be like, bitch, you only up here because of your mama. Go, why don't y'all go produce your own Lion King? Y'all got enough money for that, and let us do this shit. Cause she should let somebody else shine at that. It was something that Kanye and them paid, or they just gave it to her to see if they get a sellout. But I know the people. I went to see the very first production in LA of The Lion King, and it was. I'm a grown ass woman. I was crying. And I'm 50. I had to be about 30, maybe 28. It was so good because they had the little birds on the strings with the long, they was making the tails up and twirl around, and the little kids was little zebras and shit. That shit was, and it was just a good feeling. But that I don't like talking about nobody kids, but I'll talk to my listen. I'm tell you, I'm the grandmother who, when my daughter say my grandkids, and y'all say what y'all want to say about me, but you put it in the comments so I can hit you back. Like like when I go to school for ceremonies, if my grandkids ain't getting no serious shit, I'm not going. Like I don't want to go and see my daughter get best trash pickup in the hallway. If it ain't A, B on the road, B on the road, A on the road, some kind of test achievement or the fastest run or some shit at that school, I'm not going up there for you to be a good citizen. You know how to do that shit at home. I already taught you that. You know that shit before you get to school. So I don't want to go up there and just give my kids anything. Even though they're children and they just want something. I don't know. Let me just take that shit back. I don't know how I feel. I don't know. I ain't putting my kid up there for the motherfuckers to talk about her like this. Let's put it to you that way. What other news do I have? Y'all know Biden was. See, why Trump can't take his sentencing or his verdict like Hunter Biden, and like his father, he's like, hey, I think the president could pardon his son. I'd be damn, I would on my way out the door. I would if I ain't get reelected, or I let him stay in there like 2 years and stop doing that cocaine shit. Then I pardon his ass. But the president was like, we're a family. We want to work through our shit. Why Trump can't be the same fucking way? The little orange motherfucker. This is what he look like to me. This right here, this orange. So what else do I have to say? Ain't nothing changed. Motherfuckers still killing their children and their mamas and husbands and still whooping people ass. Y'all know Diddy is still getting looked at. They keep opening up some investigations for this motherfucker. I don't know why he don't just go kill his. It'd be easier. And then won't nobody have the answers to shit. Oh, Kanye got a case. Yup. I guess apparently when he was married to Kim, he used to hire IG models. You ain't doing that. To come work for him. And one of them said he assaulted her. Yup. And Bianca ain't looking too happy about that. So anyway, I'm trying to think what else do I have to tell y'all. All the Bravo shows is about done. We got Dubai, we got New Jersey. All the summer houses finished. I can't think of nothing. But I do want to tell y'all this. I'm gonna watch the second season. I hope they have one. On Peacock, they did the oh my god, I can't think of it. Anyway, it's a show, it's a love show about finding love, and they got these five girls from they started out in LA. They picked all these five men, professional soccer players, like these motherfuckers. Where if it's a Spanish, if anybody into soccer, or if it's a Spanish congregation around, these motherfuckers can't walk through it because they will get recognized. So anyway, they come here, they pretend they're regular workers, they get a dossier, and the women get to pick and choose. So it's like it's nine. It's on Peacock. It's 9 episodes. And I mean, when I put it in, I never turned it off. I just sat around like for 12 hours watching the same shit till it was over with. Mad that it was over with. The end thing that I'm involved, if y'all can watch it or catch up to it, watch it. And then what I'm doing is doing the after show, sort of like, because two of the women who were chosen to go back to these men in their home countries, that shit ain't last. Which I didn't think it would. I'm surprised it's just only two of them. I'm surprised all five of them didn't fold because the men are so rich and so famous in their countries that if you thinking there's some regular boot troops out here on the street, I mean they cute and can get a little bit of traction. But if it was anything like I experienced with one of the players, I think the oldest player, I think his name was Sergio Emilio. I don't know what the fuck his name, Emilio, I think. He took his date downtown. Now she don't know he a soccer player. She think he is a restaurant owner. They taking pictures with this motherfucker. They calling his name. They hugging him, kids, women, and she's standing in the background like, what the fuck is going on? And see, it's the second time having. The first time, it wasn't that dramatic. It was like a couple of people like, yo, you so and so. And he was like, no, I'm not Emilio so and so. I guess I must just look like him, but he really was him. So he finally had to just tell the girl, listen, I'm a professional player. And she could not deny that shit. When she showed him the FIFA game, the World Soccer Cup that you play the video games on, and how he's on the cover of the magazine and shit, and how he played the US the US the team, the gold play soccer for he's just international. So anyway, I want to watch the after effect after these women went back to their hometowns. So two of them so far have done interviews. I'm gonna try to grasp onto it and give you a better, connection. But I done kept y'all here for too long now. We've been here almost 30 minutes, and you've been here with me, and you could have been anywhere. I mean, anywhere, doing anything, but that ain't what you wanted to do. You wanted to hang out with me. So, like, subscribe, get notifications, leave me a comment, and I will talk to you and answer your questions later. Bye.